What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Red Divided. Myself, Tommy.
You got Ade here.
You got myself, Ham, aka Unhappy Ham, for the first time this season.
Let me take my glasses off. I don't need my glasses for this one.
That's the title right there. That's the title right there. Don't need my glasses for this one.
Yeah, so what? Basically, this is just like, we just get straight to it. This is like...
And before we go, big shout out to the birthday boy, Bukayo Saka. Happy 21st birthday to the star boy.
Happy 21st, lad.
That's my guy, man. I like him. So yeah, we can definitely give him a shout out. Bro, my voice, you guys just bear with me because I feel like my throat is hurting, bro, because I was shouting.
Toke said the same thing. Toke said he lost his voice on the way back.
Bro, I was shouting so much yesterday, Bro, my throat is killing me. So bear with me. But yeah, this is basically the aftermath of obviously the big day in the red divided calendar, Manchester United and Arsenal. As you all know, I think we said it in the last podcast. Myself and Ham and a few other friends, we all travelled to the game. Unfortunately, I didn't miss out on this one, but we're gonna try and get the vlog out as soon as possible. Hopefully, it's out while you're listening to. By the time you're listening to this podcast, I'm gonna try my very best to get it out as soon as possible. If not, while you're listening, then it won't be much longer. Hopefully, I'm trying to get it out because it was definitely eventful. What are you saying though, boys? What are you saying, Ham? Are you good now, though? Yeah. To be fair, you've been good. You was good throughout yesterday, anyway.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Yeah,
I'm good. Obviously, I don't want to lose the game, innit? Like it's United, innit, man? I don't hate no one more than United and Tottenham, innit? Like the hate for United runs deep, but the hate runs stemming from you lot dominating for so long, innit? And just seeing all my United friends year in, year out at primary school, secondary school, always fucking winning a trophy. And we can never go back to back. So yeah, we'd win it, but then United would win the league again the year after. We'd win it, and United would go win it again. So I'm so happy that Chelsea come in, and then Chelsea went on a 3-year, and Chelsea kind of won, and we won. And you lot to win for 3 years, but then you come back, like, so that's to say the hate for United is deep. So I love you guys now because obviously 10 years without a trophy. So I actually love United now, innit? I love you lot, but yeah, it's just. But the day, like Tom said, the day was dope, man. Yesterday was dope, man. Yesterday was dope. I probably got like 3 hours sleep. Because I don't know whether I was excited or whatnot, but I probably got like 3 hours sleep, and then from like 7:45 when my boy woke me up till about maybe like 3 a.m. yesterday when I went to sleep. So I've been up for almost like 24 hours, bro. But it was definitely worth it. The result wasn't, but the day, the performance, and we'll get into the performance. But the whole day with the boys, the United boys, the Arsenal boys, all bonding together. Shout out to my boy that allowed us to stay at his for the day yesterday. But yeah, it was dope, man. It was dope. It's a good day.
Yeah, that's like, hopefully we were able to provide, like I just said, like it's I'll speak for myself in it. A lot of the things that we did on the vlog yesterday, it's out of my comfort zone. I'll be honest with you in terms of even speaking on like the camera myself, walking up to people to get their thoughts on the starting lineup. Awful. Like me and Ham did that throughout yesterday. So a lot of the things are out of our comfort zone, but we will get better. So bear with us. We don't have the budget behind us like AFTV and that. So just bear with us. But in terms of the day, as Ham said, I enjoyed it, man. It was an eventful day. Obviously, what topped out for me that we actually won, but the actual match we will get into soon. It was even a great match for the spectacle. Even for the neutrals,
100%.
It was a great match, and our seats couldn't be any better. We was the Stretford end, everything we didn't. I don't think we didn't sit down, did we, for the whole game?
No, we sat for the whole game. We sat for the whole, and I loved it.
Yeah, we stood for the whole game.
Those seats at Old Trafford are horrible. I've still got marks in my kneecap from when I sat down at half time. The seat in front of me was digging into my kneecap, bro.
Yeah, no, it was
horrible, bro.
And there was a
hurry
lot
up
of
and renovate
noise.
the stadium, bro.
Yeah, there was a lot of noise from our end, and I think obviously every time I've been to United, I've never been at a Stretford end, but now I know why it's one of the main stands. Literally, there was noise throughout. We just didn't stop. Obviously, there's a moment when Arsenal was dominating that we didn't hear beep from that from our side.
It was more than a moment. It was more than a moment.
I can recall that. We talk about the game in a bit, but I just want to speak on the actual day and what we got up to yesterday. we need to try and make an event of this more often, and hopefully we do, man. Like, hopefully we do. But you know what? I'm gonna get you to start adding because you obviously watched it on TV, and we will share our thoughts in terms of what we thought of the game, watching it live. What were your thoughts on the whole game?
So where do I start? So starting from, to be honest, the lineup was probably what I expected it to be.
You expected Anthony to start?
Yeah, I thought there was a chance
Oh,
to start. Who's the change? So somebody actually asked me. So I think the first part of the wedding was on the Friday, and one of my boys from America turned to me and said, "Oh, do you think Anthony's going to start?" And I thought about it, and I was like, "Actually, there is a chance he could. There is a chance he could." So I wasn't surprised. You know, one of those when you see it and you're like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, okay. No,
I
we were
sort of thought
shocked
that he
because
could.
we was walking
Yeah,
to
100%.
walk to the stadium, and we like speak to a lot of fans and interviewing them. A lot of them were same. I think we was more. They were shocked, but we were buzzing. Do you know what I mean? So like we wanted to see him. Like a lot of like fans were buzzing to see him. But, yeah.
Yeah, because I sort of like thought about his level, like type of player he is, the fact that he knows Ten Hag from before, and what the alternatives were that we had, and I thought, yeah, there is that chance. So when I saw his name on the team sheet, I wasn't surprised. Obviously started off well, and I was thinking, oh shit. To be honest, from the start of the match, I did think we were gonna get a result, not because we're better than Arsenal, but just because we were at home and we had some level of momentum. So when the game started and we started like with a couple of chances, I was thinking, okay, like this could be good. And then obviously it flips, and then Arsenal scored that goal that's disallowed. And in my head, I'm like, okay, this could be painful. Let me stop watching outside and let me enter the air conditioning. Because
it's getting hot out here.
It's getting hot out here. You get me? So it could be a long match, but obviously they disallowed the goal. I know a lot of people are going to be divided on whether or not it should have been disallowed. My view was, so I can't lie. I don't know what the exact rule is for goals, right? They say all that clear and obvious thing, but my understanding is that if there was a foul leading up to the goal, it's disallowed regardless, right? And my view was it was a foul because he was coming from slightly behind him and he didn't get the ball. So I was just like, everyone's going to be divided on that, but I could see how they disallowed it, and plus I don't give a fuck. You get me? So
right
disallowed. You get me? So, but ultimately, I thought we did what we needed to do. Arsenal are the better team, and they were dominant. Right? I can't say any other way. I'm not going to pretend. I've spoken to some United fans that have been talking such shit, and I'm just like, you are the guys that make us eat this abuse when we are not doing well. Because the reality of it, Arsenal played better than us, but we did our job defensively, right? We were there. We made you guys play it out. Like we were compact in the middle, made you guys play it to the sides, which helped us, right? Malacia, a bit of that tackling that Tommy's been talking about. It was making me on edge yesterday.
Our time yesterday on edge, we was on edge, but we will talk about him later.
Bro, he was making me on edge yesterday. But I think ultimately we did what we needed to do defensively. And I think Arsenal got caught out by the confidence of them being better than us. So if you look at, was it the second goal?
Bruno into Rashford.
Yeah, Bruno into Rashford. I think that happens because you guys are confident, you're pushing up. And I feel as if it's the same as the Martial to Rashford when we're playing Liverpool. You push up when you're confident against someone. But obviously, you have to be on point with your positioning. Because where we've got players that can do the one pass and we've got attackers that are fast, you're always going to be liable to that situation. And obviously once it's 2-1, it's even higher risk. Ultimately, I do think Arsenal missed a couple of chances that they probably should have buried. That Odegaard chance.
Second half.
Yeah, second half. That stood out to me. I was like, yeah. And then I think it was in the same like passage of play that Saka as well. I was like, you guys are allowing us a bit. I don't think
spun Malacia. Send him to the Stretford then to go get a hot dog.
So the Liverpool match, I was a bit harsher on us. I was like, yeah, we played better, but Liverpool were down. But Arsenal, I don't think Arsenal were terrible. They were very good, but we set a plan and we worked towards it. I think the hope that the biggest hope I got was the first 10 minutes to say that actually we can play a level of football, because ultimately right now what's important to us is the result, and then over the process we want the football to improve. Obviously we don't want it to be just 10 minutes, we want it to stretch over the course of the game, but we're doing what we need to do now. I think Ten Hag's seen it, that we could get spanked if when required, but yeah, I think we did what we needed to do. Arsenal are a far superior team. Shouldn't be doubt. Like there should be no. I can't come and abuse you. I can't come and abuse you. Played solid game, but we did what we needed to do. Rashford, top notch. Like I'm happy for him, right? Because we're always questioning him, because we demand better from him. And if he's consistent with this, obviously we said if we can get like 20 goals from him, we'll be happy. So yeah, if he continues with this run, I'll be happy. Anthony, I thought was all right. I'm not going to rave, and I thought it was just all right. There wasn't anything that really blew my mind, so I put it that way. But obviously, it's his first game. He hasn't really trained that much with us, so I'm hoping to see more from him. But yeah, Eriksen, Bruno, thumbs up. Defenders, apart from Malacia was scaring me a bit, did their job, so I'm happy. De Gea, wonderful save from Martinelli. Absolutely bloody wonderful save.
Yeah.
So yeah, going in the right direction. Let's go on a little run. Let those other guys play in Europa League, like Maguire, man like them, playing Europa League, so they can stay fit. Because at some point we're gonna require them. But yeah, it's good win.
Nah, hey, because you know what? So me and Ham did an initial reaction to the game, and you pretty much like what my thoughts of the game was pretty much what you just shared now. It's just like that period of like, I think the only difference is that it was a praise that you would have thought I supported Arsenal with the praises I was giving the players yesterday. Because that after that first 10 minutes, had like the dominance, I think, from like the 10th to when we scored our second goal.
75th minute.
Yeah.
It wasn't just so much like them having the ball, it was the football they was playing. It's like everyone knew where to be. Do you know what I mean? Because I think like we were talking about, okay, like I know Thomas Partey is going to be an important piece in the midfield, but what's key is that they have a way of playing. And when you're having a way of playing, yes, like when you're missing a body, like a pivotal body like Partey is gone, you're going to definitely miss him. But when you have a way of playing, it's just, there's just something about
people
it.
Can slot in.
I like
El Neni last week.
Yeah.
He slotted in. He's not as like he's not
Partey
level, but he knows his job.
But the football they was playing was just mesmerizing at times, and like I have to give credit to like the top four, like in terms of like, especially the first half. Innit? I know like Martinelli wasn't as effective as he was in the second half as he was in the first. But Jesus all game, that guy was a problem. Like the strength.
Yeah.
That it doesn't matter what type of ball you give him, like he brings it down easily. Like this man was like Varane and Martinez walked off that pitch knowing that they got worked. Like they earned their money. That's like over. You know when you work overtime at work, that's basically what they were doing yesterday. That was overtime because that boy's bro, Ali, that boy's the only thing that's gonna stop him from getting his appreciation is if he doesn't add goals to it. That's the only thing. But his overall play, from what we were seeing yesterday, Ali, it was unplayable at times. Like I'm not trying to exaggerate, but Ham was watching. Like literally, me and like Mike was watching him yesterday, and he was literally unplayable.
Yeah, and I think the shame that's going to come, I think he should get his praise regardless, right? Because you see how Arsenal have changed since he's played. But if we're going to be like stats focused, that's the only reason. But if we're thinking actually what Firmino added to that front three of Liverpool, then he needs to get his praise as well.
Initially, he will get his praise initially, but in the long run, ultimately, like for strikers,
man like me will be cussing him because I cuss Firmino hard.
Like,
so yeah,
like immediately, like people will give him his praise now as I'm giving him now. But in the long run, what will matter is the goals that you can add to everything else. Because we say same thing same way Savini gave an example of from Firmino would get the same thing as like Harry Kane. Like if Harry Kane is not scoring and is dropping back, working hard, there's no point. But this brother, no, honestly, he was like and I was telling Ham, yeah, because Evans, I watched the game over, so I did realize it's questionable whether Zinchenko should be tucking in, whether he needed to tuck in or not to help Saliba, or whether he should have just stopped out wide to Anthony. But apart that aside, there was a transitional play within 2 minutes. Yeah, you can just tell the difference level in the center and the two left back. So I think the ball came over to.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I remember this.
Like literally, me and Hal was talking about this, and then the ball came over to Malacios. He probably even had more time than Zinchenko at the time, and he tried to blast it out, and he miskicked it or something like that. He just shot. This was in the first half, and then within
was that the one that Zinchenko brought down dead?
Yeah, God bless you.
Dead.
God bless you, Adi.
Yes,
and within
yes,
2 minutes later, exactly the same thing. The left, and he just brought down dead. And not that he just brought down dead. It didn't rush it. It didn't panic.
And then
he just drove
body faked and played.
Yeah. And I literally turned to Ham like, you should play every week, Abby.
Malacia has to play.
He has to play.
He has to play.
He has to play. You see the level like in quality, and I literally told Ham like, I was like, if this boy is like this good, and they can't get into the City team, City like are out of this world then.
They are out of this world, bro.
Because this boy's up, like they were playing some fantastic football like that. But I don't look. Ultimately, the end of the game, like I think I went over it yesterday on our vlog. Like Arsenal played well. They dominated from like 10 minutes until like we scored our second goal. But I think what's important is the timing of all of our goals were important. And although our goal came from nowhere, they were very important. The second goal was quality. I didn't realize how good the second goal was until I watched it over. Like, and it's those kind of passes in it that we need. That those in between the line passes that Eriksen giving it to those in between the line passes. You're cutting our players. So Eriksen gave it to Fernandes. Those are already two Arsenal players that's cut out of the play. Then the Fernandes ball to Rashford was just disgusting. Like that ball was disgusting. We was right
filthy.
We was right behind the goal. We had great seats. We could see Rashford running our goal. All I'm thinking is, please, I'm begging you, just finish this. And yeah, and he did. Like the goal. Like what's the goal again? I watched it like a few times. It's disgusting. And we just did what we had to do. And ultimately, as well, Arsenal played. That obviously wasn't perfect because they lost the game. And it's just those moments that they've just got to take a look at and fix themselves. Well, I don't really give a damn about that. What really matters that we won. I was quite critical of our play yesterday, but it's fine. I accept it because what I need to understand is that we're not taking a step backwards. So we're making small, like that tiny progress, small progress.
Yeah, we might play good. Well, 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Next game might be 15 minutes.
But we'll take. I'm more than happy to take it because we're definitely not taking a step backwards. The defenders, rightly so, like Malacia. Apart from Malacia, he had a difficult time. Yeah, like it was just always on the edge, and you just never know. And I don't really like that. I don't mind you having aggression, but you have to have like control aggression, like know when to like slide, use your brains. You know what I mean, like that left hand's it's not. It doesn't help that Martinez also has aggression himself. You know what I'm saying? So both of them just got control it, like, and I think it's that aggression at the end of the day that has like got us going. You know what I mean? We needed a bit of fight, and I think players needed to look around or look behind them and know that the person behind me is fighting, not like unlike when we had Maguire, look behind me it's only God knows what he was doing back then. So yeah, that like I think it is helping us like at this current moment, and we can only hope that like we can gradually grow and the play gets better. And yeah, I loved it. Like I loved every moment of it. I loved the whole day. I loved the game. Like for the neutrals must have loved the games. And yeah, no, it was brilliant, man. It was brilliant. What are you saying, Hal?
You guys are sensible, innit? So I don't know. I think that's why Like I love our pod, innit? Because it's sensible minds, innit? And I know I've been getting here on my socials, innit? I can't wait to tune into the pod. I can't wait to tune into this week. But in my mind, obviously, I don't want to tell them. Obviously, you got to watch it, innit? But like me, Tom, and Ade, we're not like that. Like we're not like that. Like we're not gonna. Like me and Tom will argue about stuff because we're passionate. We might not view football or view certain things the same, so we'll argue about stuff like that. But in terms of like you might getting onto me about us losing, or me getting onto you guys about losing, when you watch the game, any sane United fan is going to watch the game and say thank you for the 3 points. But the
I've gotten on
performance,
to more
fucking heck.
United fans. I've gotten on to more United fans since the match than Arsenal fans.
Yeah, so you ain't gonna get no spicy, no nothing on this episode because, like I said,
Not
if you watch
yet.
I expect it, but you know what I'm saying? It's not like there's so many other shows out there, isn't it? That's just gonna be uneducated opinions, just banter going back and forth. But this is what I like about us is we get to have like sensible footballing discussions and conversations, isn't it? And I'm never gonna say I'm get big headed and say we understand more than other people. We don't. We'll just love football. We'll have an opinion, isn't it? But it just helps that us three, how we think and how we view football is almost pretty much aligned, and that's why we do the pod, innit? But in saying that, pretty much what you guys said is pretty much what I would say as well. First 10 minutes, you guys come out the traps fast, but that is fine. I expect that. And the away team at Old Trafford, new signing, everyone's pumped up. 3 games, 3 wins. Ten Hag looks like he's turning the corner. I expect that. I expect United to come out fast. My whole thing when I'm watching this, just don't concede early. Don't concede early. We don't concede. We're gonna come into the game. We're playing well. We're 5 games, 5 wins, and we played well in all 5 games. So I don't expect us to not play well, innit? Just quell the atmosphere. First 10 minutes, they're gonna come out. And hopefully they blow their gasket, and then they put all their energy into the first 10 minutes, and then slowly we take over. And it wasn't even slowly taking over. It was, yes, you guys had your first 10 minutes, but I think it was an Eriksen chance. So Anthony's done something really nice in the corner, baffled my centre back and Zinchenko, cut it back. Dallas whipped it in, Eriksen back stick. So like, okay, cool. Didn't score from that. I think again, it's a bit more play in our half, more than I would like. But once again, it's at Old Trafford, it's fine. But then we get our goal, the disallowed goal, and I was fine with it. Tom was sitting right next to me. As soon as I see it, I couldn't celebrate. I'm in the away end anyway. But I didn't even celebrate in my mind at it because I'm looking at it. I knew it was a foul because I know that Odegaard has had to go through Eriksen to get the ball. So I already knew that. And obviously the way VAR is, and we'll get into the VAR decisions, because obviously it's horrible. Decisions are horrible. Ours wasn't, because like I said, I actually agree with it. The only thing that I don't like, I spoke to my boy tonight, he actually pointed out to me and he made a good point. He was just like, Hammy, if we didn't score, they wouldn't pull that back. So they've pulled it back because it's led to a goal. But you already know, the start of the season, they said they're going to, and pretty much last season, but more this season, refs are going to let things go a bit more. So I watch a lot of games. You guys seen a lot of games. There's been a lot of hard tackles, a lot of robust tackles. Referees have just gone, play on, it's fine. Play on, it's a man's game, innit? You lot want the game to flow, right? You lot want the ball in the pitch more than you want it out, innit? So cool, let it go. So I know for a fact if that, and Paul Tierney didn't even give it anyway.
Yeah, and he was right in front of it.
And he was right in front of it. So I know that if let's say Martinelli goes on and Martinelli boots over the bar, it's fine. They're never going to tell him nothing because, like I said, it's not that big of a foul for you to say it's clear and obvious that we need to bring this back. But I say that to say that as soon as we got that goal, it was like, boom, you can get at them. It's a one ball from Saka cutting through their centre half. Martinelli's gone through and goal, and we scored. And for the first half, if I'm Arteta, I give the boys a 9 out of 10 for the first half. I give them a 9 out of 10 just because the first 10 minutes wasn't great. But for the other 35 minutes of that, Jadon Sancho might as well stayed at home, or he might as well watch the match with me and Tommy because he did nothing all game. Anthony might as well have sat with Ronaldo because apart from his goal, and it's a big moment, he scored his goal and it's a really good goal as well. Really good finish. Yeah. But he did nothing. He did nothing all game. So that's your 2 wide boys. Rashford through the middle. It was, I don't know, like I said, I think because Ten Hag wants to get the results, as United, we're not going to play how I want us to play in terms of I want us to keep the ball. So I want to play at Arsenal. I'm sure that's how he wants to play because you watch his Ajax team. But they have to build from the back and play through the lines and play through the 3/3 of the pitch, innit? But United yesterday was, as soon as De Gea gets it, we're going straight up to Rashford and we're going to play off the second balls. But that wasn't working because he's got Saliba and Gabriel there, and they ate everything up in the first half. Ate everything.
And Rashford's using strength a lot, but everyone's beating him for strength.
Everyone's beating him.
Everyone's
and
beating
the
him
good thing that we was doing, what I loved about Gabriel and Saliba was like I've played centre half before, innit? And I know if I'm playing with someone like Rash, yeah, don't head it back in because that's what United want. They want you to head it back into play so they can play off the second balls. Just literally cushion it back to Ramsey and we recycle and we start again. Because we don't pump the ball long. We actually want to play through the lines, through the fullbacks, recycle it. And the first half was quality from the boys. I mean, Saka's bun Melasius maybe like 2-3 times down that side, maybe 2 to be fair. 3 might be a stretch, but he's definitely spun him a couple of times. You said I already got Martinelli chance. Saliba had a chance.
Odegaard had
a
one
too,
but he didn't. Yeah.
So I think for the first half,
I think
Odegaard
Odegaard.
The first half.
It was like
first
a half
half.
chance.
I can't remember that. Maybe
his one was in a box as well. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can't remember that. But I don't think we worked the goalkeeper enough. As much as we had a lot of possession and the football was beautiful, but I don't think we worked the goalkeeper enough. I mean, like I said,
I saw the stats.
I think that's
probably what. Like, if you guys have to look back at the game, probably what you're lacking is that you didn't work the keeper. And I think you only
we don't work the goalkeeper.
You only had 3 shots on target. So I think that's the
I can only remember like 2 saves or something.
Yeah, so I think I think from the stats I've seen is that 3 shots on target, and from how bad we were, we still had 6 on target.
Yeah, because the good thing about us, what I liked about him, we was always there. We was always there. We was always there, but it's just that penetrative pass or taking a shot. Because 47 touches in the opposition box to 17, that shouldn't happen if you're going away from home to a top 5. See, we shouldn't be having almost, and we play how you guys play. But that's not me knocking United. You guys are going to do what you're going to do, innit? You're still a new manager, new players. But I couldn't be more proud of the boys. Even the second half, I mean, like I was telling Tom, I didn't see my centre half where we were sitting. We were defending. So their backs was to us where we were sitting in the second half. I didn't see my centre half's face looking at me until 68 minutes. We've been playing for 45 minutes that day. So 68 minutes is the first time Gabriel's actually had to run back towards his own goal. And that was just to chase Rashford. And then boom, we're back at it again. I thought the goal came at a horrible time because obviously we equalised and it's 1-0 and I'm thinking, I said before the game, take what the game gives you. So I would have taken a draw in it, but you have to take what the game gives you. And the game was literally saying it's there for the taking. It's there for the taking.
Once you equalize, I thought, damn.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah. That's why the timing of all our goals.
You're there or thereabouts every time. So all you got. Yeah. No. It was. And then when you've got the second goal, looking back at it now, because as I'm watching the game, like I'm thinking, bro, how did them 2 goals go in, bro? Like, I'm scratching my head thinking, wait, what did we do wrong, bro?
That was the issue. So when you equalized, I was like, my issue when you equalized was you got all the ball. So how do we now win this game? So it's hard to view yourself winning the game when the other team is dominating you. But obviously, because of the way we're playing, it gives you that slim chance. But it relies on you guys making a mistake, basically.
Because if you're watching that, as like I said, if you're a neutral, you're probably thinking, okay, good, this is a good game of football. If I'm watching it, I'm thinking, yeah, we're in control. Yeah, we're dominating. Yeah, we're in the ascendancy. But the way United naturally play, how they want to play, how they beat us at Old Trafford loads of times, is through the transition. It's through a quick transition. And moving Rashford to the left and bringing Ronaldo on was a masterstroke from Ten Hag because now he can make blind runs. And both his goals were blind runs off the back of my right back. Because when he's playing up there against Saliba and Gabriel, it's all in front of him. We can see everything. From when Fernandes gets the ball, he's making that run across. So he's running across Ben.
That extra yard, that helps him, innit?
He's got that, what they call it, acceleration.
Yeah, because when he's making the run in front of them, as you said, Ham, it's easy for them to see it. And they're just as fast as you, so where are you going? It's not just as fast as you.
But if you start before him.
Yeah, they're even stronger than you. But if you just have 1 yard ahead of them, then as you say, that is acceleration. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, so if we're looking back at that, Arteta can be critical and he can look at, because if I'm Ben White, I know if I played right back before, everyone in the team can look at me and say, it's your man. But I'm thinking, well, hold on. Eriksen's popped the ball around the corner to Odegaard. You're like 10 seconds late off the press. Fernandes is in oceans of space. No one's pressing him. So they've made 2 passes and United have scored. Eriksen to Fernandes, Fernandes to Rashford. That should never happen. Yes, we're on the ascendancy, but still the back door still needs to be shut, or it still needs to be made harder. So all Ben White's got to do is there's no press on Fernandez. I'm tucking right in with Saliba, so that ball can't go through us. That ball has to go out wide to Rashford. And if it goes wide to Rashford, it's easier for us to defend it. That can't happen. The third goal is Eriksen just ran through. And Eriksen's third goal, well, Rashford's goal. He's just excited, you know what I'm saying? It's his first game. He wants to play. And Eriksen just runs off the back of him. Because you see Eriksen literally just running through. Like me and Thomas, is this Eriksen just running through the middle of the park thinking, wait, hold on. My man's not playing by himself, you know? And then when I watched the game back, I realized that Vieira's gone to tackle Ronaldo, is ricocheted to Dalot, and Dalot's literally just popped it into the space. And Eriksen's gone in. So if I'm the manager, if I'm the players, I'm a fan, I can't be overcritical of the boys. The boys are fantastic. You play that way against a competitor for the top four away from home. There's nothing, can't ask for more than that. Performance was brilliant. Yes, be a bit more clinical, and we win the game. We win the game if we put our chances away. The other guy chance in the second half, he's got to score, but it's on his left foot, but he's got to score. And then Saka, when he spun Malacia again, could he have got it in the bottom? Could he have scored potentially, and whatnot? But other than that, the boys are brilliant, man. The boys are brilliant. I said it at the end of the game. I couldn't be more proud of the boys to come up there and play the way we played, and that's how I want to see us play everywhere we go. That's the blueprint. We play that way. It doesn't matter where we're going. Doesn't matter who we're playing. We're playing out from the back. We're playing through the lines. And we missed Thomas Partey massively yesterday. And simply because we can't, there's no one in the middle of the park for me that can play that vertical pass that Eriksen can play or Fernandez can play. Or more Eriksen from deeper, to be fair. But Sambi's not there yet. Sambi's not going to play that. But Sambi's not a 6 anyway. He's gonna probably end up being a number 8. So he's not a 6. So he can't, everything he was doing and Xhaka do, it has to go wide. But there's nothing penetrative. Can we knock it to Jesus straight through the lines? Partey can do that. He can do that all day long. He can put disguise on it. But when he's not playing, we can't go vertical. Everything has to go wide to come back in, to go wide, to go back in. And we can't play vertical. And that's what we missed Thomas yesterday. I think if we hit Jesus quicker, we could have played off him quicker. But just not being able to hit that pass was annoying. But it will come. When we get Partey back in, it will come.
Yeah, and I think that is the those kind of games is about margin at times, isn't it? You said rather than making 2-3 passes, you need one to take 2-3 plays out of the game. And if you have the players like the likes of like Eriksen that's capable of doing that, which helped us yesterday. If we didn't have that, then we probably wouldn't be able to score our goals. So those passes are very important. But in terms of like the watching the game back, you can see like where the errors come from. Because when you're in the stadium, I'm thinking, how the hell did we score? Literally, all 3 of our goals, I'm just shocked that we were even in a position to score. Because it just never looks as if we was going to score. So when
the first goal was a horrible decision for Gabriel to come out and engage. Horrible decision.
So when I watched I saw the first
horrible decision.
When I watched it back on Match of the Day, I saw that is it Gabriel or something like whichever one it was anyway. I think okay, cool, that makes sense.
What, the first goal?
No, the first goal was in Sinjek goal when he decided to come in.
It's a pile up of errors. Gabriel has no engage with,
and everyone shifts across.
No, you can't leave your centre half partner and say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to press it," and then you're going to press it and not win the ball and not make a foul.
Exactly. But then obviously, I'm thinking he did get the man, but obviously he didn't know that the ball was going to ricochet back.
Yeah, it's a stupid decision. Sancho. He should never go and engage that higher.
He got to Sancho, Rashford, and then obviously, as you said, once Gabriel's gone, Zinchenko has to make a decision: do I step in, or just leave Saliba to deal with Rashford? He stepped in, and then obviously,
don't make decisions easy for people. Like Tom, you're right back, and you're the best right back I played with. Don't make like you squeezing in. What does Rashford do? It's the only thing he can do. Play that pass.
Yeah.
But if you don't squeeze in, he now thinks, shit, Saliba's in front. Do I beat him? Do I shoot early? Do I play it wide? Do I play it back? You Zinchenko pulling all the way in. I've got one option here. Get straight to Anthony.
Yeah. The second goal, I think
it was no brainer. Yeah.
The second goal, I thought the second goal was a brilliant goal. I just think you lost the ball and the pass just caught you out. There's certain counters that you just can't do nothing about. And I think that second goal is pretty much like that, especially the ball from Bruno, and like the last one, like how Eriksen just got through. And it's so funny because I'm thinking, this guy is not. He's not even trying to run for us. Like, bro, get into the box and try and finish it. But and then thank God he passed it to Rashford because
He was brilliant though.
nah, it was brilliant. Nah, it was
yesterday.
brilliant. It was
He
brilliant.
was brilliant.
Um,
And what I loved about him was after the game when I got home and I listened to his interview, it's the selfishness of his performance.
yeah, I heard. Yeah,
He
I
literally said the
he
manager told
that
him
you have to
follow
Odegaard. I
Odegaard.
heard him. Yeah, he said that's what he told
Odegaard
him.
was still brilliant yesterday, so I'm not gonna say he wasn't
Yeah.
like he stopped him
No, but
completely.
it could.
But the selflessness
Yeah.
from Eriksen to do that role and still those cute passes.
But then the
Beautiful.
thing with like top
Beautiful.
players is like you're never gonna shut them down. Do you know what I mean? But you just have to make it difficult. You know, kind of like in basketball, like when you have like the top superstar, you can't stop them from getting 30 points or whatever, or 20 points, whatever it is. But you have to make life as hard as possible for them. And if you're got like someone with your quality, if you're asking you to sacrifice your game to track down one of their main men, bro, like I take my hat off to him, man. And I love the guy. I've always loved Eriksen. I'm just glad that he played.
Yeah, it was a good performance yesterday,
for us, man. Yeah, no, it was a great game. And then, yeah, just hopefully we can push on. I think the Palace game is not going to be easy. But...
Come on, Will. Come on, Will. Come on, Will. Wait. Oh no, Wolf is playing on Dalot's side. We're gonna play on Malacia's side. I think. Hey, you want me to ring Patrick? So I tell him to start Elise out.
No, Elise needs to come in slow. He needs to come in slow.
So I ring Patrick, make Elise start. I would say for Malacia though, I would say for this, every new player needs that baptism of fire in the Premiership. Every new player coming into the league needs that. Oh fuck, this league is kind of harder than I thought, bro. You need that. You guys had Patrice Evra, probably one of your best left back after Dennis Owen.
Yeah.
Arguably.
Yeah.
He was getting ripped first couple of games.
He was getting ripped, yeah.
Turned out to be good. Everyone needs we've had players we signed and like, God damn, this guy's not gonna play. However, but they rise to the challenge.
The only thing about that is what Patrick was able to offer us going forward. Malacias hasn't really offered anything going forward. So
but in terms of he's like a ball. He's like, if you saw one tackle down to Bukayo in the second half, flattened him. And
it's
quite, bro, the recovery run was ridiculous.
Look, it works.
I like his energy.
It works for now.
He needs to learn.
He needs to control it a bit more, control the aggression. And what?
Because you do that against someone with agility like Bernardo Silva, you're gone. You're gone. Right. You've made the tackle and he's gone. I'm
sure Saka will ask, can I play against him every week, please, boss?
So we just have just have to wait and see how he develops, man. But it's cool.
All right, cool. So in terms of like the games, is there anything else that we need to touch on that we haven't touched on the game?
Yeah, man. See you guys at the Emirates, man.
Yeah, if you can, as I said, look, what we did yesterday.
See you guys at the Emirates, man.
We made yesterday an event, so we need to try and make it a big event at the Emirates as well. So it'll be good, man. See you at the Emirates.
Bro.
2 top 6 teams, 6 points. We're gonna ask for more. We're back.
Doing exactly what he needs to be doing, bro. Win your home games, man.
And actually, one more thing, like all the like, bro, I was getting so. Bro, I can't go to my own stadium and celebrate. People are messaging me, why are you celebrating like that? What's going on here? So I can't celebrate a goal. Say, why are you celebrating as if you won the league? Bro, is this not a big rivalry? What's going on? Bro.
No, you can't celebrate. Remember, we celebrated. We won 5 games in a row. Richard Keys and Andy Gray said, we're over-celebrating.
You just can't celebrate anything anymore, man.
No, you can't celebrate nothing no more, man.
All right, cool. You know what? Just touch on like on the VAR stuff, because you guys touch on the Odegaard and Eriksen. When I was actually watching it, I was like, no, I didn't see anything wrong with it, because you know what I didn't see? I just feel it was a shoulder to shoulder. I thought Odegaard just out-muscled them. That's all I thought it was. But I didn't know that he totally missed the ball. But then the only thing with VAR is that it don't matter what you replay, but even if nothing happened, when you slow it down and show different angles, all of a sudden it becomes something. It looks a lot worse than it is than the initial. But if you play it live, it's not. It wasn't as bad as.
But if there was nothing, there would be nothing to look at.
But
it's one of those.
My only thing is though, the reason why I feel like it shouldn't have been looked at Obviously, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I'm happy in it. But bro, the ref took so long to decide. That obviously shows that it wasn't a clear and obvious error. And then like I'm just basing on like from a fan perspective as well, why I don't think it's a clear and obvious error, because I'm standing right next to Ham. He's an Arsenal supporter. I'm a Man United supporter. We both can see we have the same view of the game. He said, "Oh, no, that's a foul." I said, "No, that's not foul." So it's like it's not clear and obvious. So they like, and
I
I'm
think it
sure.
is. I think it's a foul. Like he goes to the ball, he goes from behind him. It's a foul.
Yeah.
That's so. I think
Go on,
that's the
Elizabeth.
issue with this whole. It should be tougher. But even if it is tougher, a foul's still a foul. You get me? Like you can't change the definition of a foul
No,
because
I'm not saying
we
it's
won
not a
a half a
foul.
game.
I've
Mm,
watched now. I've watched so many views of it. Now I can establish. I see you can see the movement of his arm stretching. You can tell that he pushed him, and you can see like there was a connection between his as the other guy's knee. But that's after how many views? But live view, was it a clear and obvious error that he needed to go back? Therefore, I don't think it is, because I'm what they're only supposed to check it for clear and obvious.
yeah, I've just seen bare things before. I've just seen bare things that they've looked back and said, okay, is it a foul? Is it a handball? And I think with those ones, they're quite clear, right? If it's a foul, it's a foul.
Mm.
If it's a handball, it's a handball. And that's why, because the thing was, I looked at it as soon as I saw it, because even when I ref, especially when you come from behind someone,
Yeah.
that's pretty much pushing towards the side of it's gonna be a foul more times than not.
Yeah. Now again, I look off the back of that anyway, there were other like poor decision by like the ref or VAR on the weekend, and we just go straight into like the Chelsea one. Like yeah, the Chelsea the Chelsea one is just ridiculous. But I'll be honest with you, yeah, I needed that not to be a goal, so I was celebrating. I'll be honest with you.
Oh yeah, Talk told me. Yeah.
I needed that not to be a goal, so I was celebrating. But it's absolutely ridiculous that.
Ridiculous, fam.
And I think what makes it worse is the fact that Mendy knew he made a mistake. So
they're giving Mendy life.
So he played on it. He knew that he looked to the ball, like running, getting away from it, and he's probably thinking, shit, what have I done here? Again. So he literally played on it, and scandalous. What in David Moyes' words, scandalous. Like what?
So scandalous. Where's Mystique when you need them?
Yeah. So what more do you want? Like, let's just touch on that one, because I even think that Newcastle one was ridiculous as well. But let's touch on that. What are you guys' thoughts on that Chelsea one?
Yeah, it's a joke, man.
Yeah,
it's a joke. But I'm not really get too mad about VAR and refs. I've said for years the officiating in this country is on the floor. It's below the standard that it needs to be. We're supposed to be the best league in the world, most entertaining league in the world. We got the worst refs. I'm sorry to say. I watched the Italian league, watched the Spanish league, highlights of the French league. We watched the European Championships. We watched the World Cup. You see how VAR was running in the Euro Champions. You see how VAR runs in these other tournaments. Smooth, calm. You don't really argue with stuff too much. You don't really get too mad at stuff. You come to the Premiership, and it's every week. It's every week. They look at stuff that is blatant. Oh, no, it's not. Stuff that's not blatant, let's go and watch it 100 times to go and find something. The one yesterday, sorry to go back on it, Portioni standing right there. It's a fucking foul. I can see it sitting way up. It's a foul. There's no need for you to go to VAR. There's no need for them to interfere, because you can see Odegaard hasn't played the ball. It's simple. Don't make your life harder. It's a foul. Cool, we move on. The West Ham one, Jarrod Bowen can do nothing. He's a human being. He's not an animal. He cannot leap over. He can't do nothing.
Yeah.
He's running. Mendy makes a boo-boo. He's tried to jump over Mendy. He hasn't stamped on him. He hasn't tried to kill him. He's done nothing wrong. They scored a clear goal. There's nothing wrong with it. I thought it was a horrible. And the fact that Thomas Tuchel's come out and can't even have the decency to be like, yeah, we got away with one. My man standing there saying, it was definitely a foul. It was definitely a foul. Shut up, man. The officiating's on the floor. And what makes it worse is the people at Stockley Park are referees as well. So why do you think that they will get it right when it's an idiot referee refereeing the game? It's now idiot times 2. Idiot Midgie is now in Stockley Park. What do you think Idiot 2 is going to tell Idiot 1? Because if Idiot 2 was refereeing the game, he would do the same thing. It's a fucking joke, man. It's a joke.
Are you saying that they same thing?
Yeah, same thing, man. Yeah.
What about the Newcastle one?
Oh, Newcastle won.
That's when Mitchell shoved
Willock.
Willock,
Willock.
and Willock went in. Obviously ended up hitting the keeper.
To be honest, if you hadn't seen it, like you didn't get replay, fair enough. But once you've got a replay, it's hard to go against that, right?
Because I think that's why the reason why that is ridiculous, because I think the ref actually gave the goal, right? He didn't get them to go to be he didn't call the foul, he gave the goal. But then it's the fact that it's the VAR, people watching VAR, the ref watching VAR that decided that, look, you need to take a look at this. What are they taking a look at? You can clearly see the reason why he ran into the goalkeeper is because Mitchell pushed him, like shoved him.
Why is it clear? No, Tommy, why is it clear? Why is it clearly?
Bro,
why is it clearly?
Bro, he shoved the guy. He ran into the keeper.
What's the definition of a shove? What's the definition of a shove?
You need to speak to them. Maybe that's what they was asking themselves when they was watching it back.
I feel as if they just want to show us why they get paid. Like they're actually doing something. They can't keep quiet for the whole game.
Yeah, literally, because like they're in like a van or a trailer, wherever it is, like miles away. Literally, they could just be on the phone fiddling with they might be bored.
Bro, I will be playing Football Manager.
They might be bored. They might be like, you know what?
Them man are checking their fantasy team, bro. Them man probably had Gaeta in goal, the Palace goalkeeper. No, nigga. He ain't messing up my 6 points. He ain't messing up my 6 points. He ain't messing up my clean sheet points.
Exactly, bro.
That's a foul. That's a foul.
Yeah. Or they might
because what Tom says is 100% nailed on. The referee did have an issue. So you idiot number 3 now that was at Stockley Park that has the ability to look back and rewind and see that. Well, no, the Palace defender has pushed him a bit. Hence why he's gone flying into the goalkeeper. It's a goal because there was a foul. The foul was on Joe Willock. It's a knock-on effect of him being pushed as to why he's running into the goalkeeper. So the goal stands. Simple. I don't understand. Like, where's the logic behind it? What's going on?
You know what they need to start doing? They need to start looking at this for like match fixing, because they must be doing this for a reason. Like, it's getting out of hand.
They're just bad. I think it can be like that. I think you can be bad at it. There's footballers, Tom. They're just bad footballers. There's footballers that play for your team, my team. There's bad footballers. There's bad referees. There's bad refs.
They need to start looking into it, man. They've got hackers on, bro.
It's just bad refs.
To be fair, I did call the little the one that was officiating the Chelsea game, let him know that I had an echo on that Chelsea. So I told him, please, I'll send something your way. But no, it's just terrible, man. So it needs to be sorted. But I don't know how long we have to endure this for before it actually gets sorted.
It's not getting sorted anytime soon, man.
But just a quick one. Let's just start doing some roundup in terms of like the other games.
There's 2 big other decisions I want to talk about. I want to ask you, bro. There's 2 other big ones, bro. That? Van Dijk on Onana. Red or yellow?
Ooh.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see it?
I didn't see it.
I think it's a red, you know. Because when I saw it again, I think it's a red. I'll be honest with you. I watched it again. And I think it's probably like Van Dijk's reputation more than anything that helps him out in that situation, because he's not known to those kind of tackles. He's known to be clean with a lot of his tackle. I think his reputation probably helped him in that situation more than anything. What did you think?
No, I was watching the game. I had it on. Where was I? I was out. I had it on, and I was watching the game in full speed. And when I see it, I thought yellow, and I thought it was the right decision. I thought it was a yellow. Because I always say when I'm playing, but you probably heard me say this a lot, especially if someone on our team fouled someone. I always say if it's late, we're allowed to be late in football. You're allowed, as long as it's not dangerous, it's not high, it's not reckless. You're allowed to be late.
Reckless,
I just thought Van Dijk, Onana's running, he's pushing the ball, pushes it a little bit, and Van Dijk comes and he's late. But the good thing about Van Dijk is his foot is facing down. He hasn't gone higher and he lands on his foot. He hasn't gone like into his shin, into his knee, into his thigh. That's a red completely, because the ball's nowhere near there. So I thought that one, I'm gonna give them credit. I thought that was a yellow, and I think they may have asked him to check or something. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, they were reviewing it for a bit. I thought
the yellow was
to be honest, I think that's why I say sometimes the more you show the replay, the worse it looks, isn't it?
Because I don't think they should do
Yeah.
that, Tom. I think they should
And
literally
this
show
and
it
this and this is
in
my
the full
point, innit?
speed. Just
Yeah.
show it how the ref would have
And
seen it.
yeah, this is the point I'm
Boom.
trying to, and I think
Yeah.
that was probably why I was using more Odegaard. That example of like the more and more you saw that replay. Initially, as you say, you wouldn't really think, oh, it's a red card, but then the more it just looks a lot worse. And the commentators started talking about it too. Oh, all of a sudden they're not. They didn't do anything.
You can slow anything down; it'll make it look worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I push Ade with my finger and you slow it down, and Ade jump, you think
we like a
I
bullet.
pushed him. I punched him. Yeah. But if you look at it in real speed, I've only used my finger to push him.
Yeah, and I get that. What's the other one that?
They robbed McAllister of the best goal he's ever gonna score in his life, bro.
That goal was
Went
sweet
through
still.
offside.
Yeah,
But that one, I'm not gonna lie. That one again, I'm gonna say they got that right.
Yeah,
I was
because
gonna say
he attempted to play the ball because I don't know if was it the Fulham game where Son's whipped it in and Kane's gone to head it and they called it offside because Kane's actually attempted to head the ball.
Yeah.
Same as Mwepu. I think he actually attempted to. He didn't touch the ball. And maybe
But
they should change the rule.
bicycle,
Maybe they should change the rule for that. I don't know what you guys think. If you don't actually touch the ball,
no, I think if you attempt, because it impacts stuff, right? Like it should automatically have a knock-on effect. Unless you're by yourself, you will have an impact on anyone around you, even the keeper, because it might be your movement that makes him turn his head, that slight bit. So I can understand.
Saying that, what do you remember? Was it that Villa Man City game when someone was offside? He came off the player and he attempted to get the ball. I can't remember. Actually, no, I can't remember.
Yeah, they'll still get. There's definitely been games, but they still get shit wrong regardless.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna give them credit for those. The last two I said, I think the last two were right, and then obviously the last one, Philippe Coutinho, again.
I didn't see that
offside. The rest blew way too early.
I didn't see that one.
I didn't
see that one. I didn't see that one.
Bro,
yeah.
The one time, obviously you guys watch the game a lot, so you see the lino, the guy will be offside by like 100 yards. The linesman will still have his flag down like this, just running along, and then like after he's shot or something, he'll go, "Oh, it's offside." Yeah. Bro, we knew that 10 years ago. This one didn't even waste time. As soon as my man, I think it was Watkins cut it back. But he was cutting it back for someone else, but it's trickled all the way through to Coutinho. Coutinho looks like he's ran from an offside. So he looks like he's ran from here to get back in line to take the shot. But he actually wasn't offside, and they blew the whistle. The ref blew the whistle. Obviously, the line was flagged out. Ref blew the whistle.
That's crazy.
And then Coutinho shot, and he scored. But the Man City players kind of did stop, though, because I don't think Ederson really dived too much because he heard the whistle. But yeah, I feel for Villa still because I don't think like the liner just got to do what they've been doing. Just keep your flag down, bro. The play hasn't finished.
But somebody else did that as well. It wasn't Shelvey scored last season when they raised the flag, but continued playing and scored the goal. Then they reviewed it and he wasn't offside, and they allowed the goal.
Yeah, no, they didn't on this one. They didn't because when you review it, Coutinho went offside.
But did the ref blow?
Yeah, not a good day.
As long as the ref doesn't blow the whistle,
the ref blew the whistle on this one. The ref blew
so once the ref blows the whistle, then that's it. That's cool.
On VAR, man.
Cool. In terms of like review of games, I think of Liverpool. Touch on Liverpool actually. What's your thoughts? Because Liverpool played well. They should have won, but then at the same time, Everton had chances to also win the game. So what are your thoughts on it, huh?
Yeah, good game, man. Good game. Love it. It was a 0-0, but it's one of them 0-0s that you so good watch. Liverpool definitely could have won the game, but I think a point was fair because of just how Everton battled. I thought Onana was good, Iwobi was good, Gray, Anthony Gordon. I thought they were good. So I think if Liverpool won the game, everyone wouldn't complain. They didn't create enough. But yeah, it was a good game though. It was a good game, and yeah, listen, Jurgen Klopp, you're gonna have to meet me outside, bro. This taking Trent off after 56 minutes, then bringing Robertson on, and this is the 3 games in a row that you're taking Trent off. Like me and Klopp gonna have to see me in the back alley or something, bro. You gotta have to see me in the back alley, bro. That's just not on, bro.
You couldn't wait 2 minutes for me to get my 6 points on fantasy.
No, I just don't understand what. Wait, I'm gonna ask you lot. Yeah, you guys are older than me, so I'm gonna ask you. What sense do you think it makes that you take Trent off, and bring on James Milner? What do you think he's going to do? What effect do you think? Yeah. James, with half an hour to go, it's a 0-0. We want to win the game.
Unless there's something, maybe there's something that we didn't know. Maybe Trent said his leg's about to fall off. But So no,
it
but
doesn't make sense, man.
because there's no logic there. So
Yeah,
I'm happy anyway. I mean, they got 9 points from their first 6 games or something.
yeah, 9
So
points.
I think they've dropped. They won 9, dropped 9 points. Listen, long may that continue, bro.
we'll take that.
We'll
We'll
take
take
If that means we're gonna finish second, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah, no, definitely. Is there any other like? Oh, like I want to say this because I'm like mainly just taking a piss at Ade. It took Luca Toni out of his fantasy team, innit? And then what does a man do?
Not the Italian Luca Toni, Ivan
Don't
Toni.
mind, don't mind.
Sorry,
That's
Luca,
who
don't
Toni.
mind.
I'm sorry, Ivan Toni. I said Luca Toni. Ivan Toni out of his fantasy team, and the guy goes and score a hat trick.
And a beautiful hat trick at that.
A beautiful hat trick.
Oh, did you see the last goal?
Take him to the World Cup now.
Take a bow,
Take him
son.
to the World Cup now.
Take a bow.
It was the heat, fam. It was that Moroccan heat. It was getting to me. It put me under some weird pressure, so it made me make some silly moves.
Yeah, nah.
Just luckily, everyone else didn't do amazingly well, but it's unfortunate.
Lovely Ivan Toni.
How long do you think Steve Cooper's got left at Forest? Because if you buy 22 players,
I think
Or
he's got
21.
And
time.
you're 2-0 up at half time and you
2-0
lose 3
after
to Bournemouth.
halftime, and you lose 3. Bro, we're talking about Bournemouth. You're
Yeah, I
2-0
think he's
at
got
half,
time.
and you're losing to Bournemouth 3-2. How long do you think he's got there? You got time, you
I
reckon?
think he's got a bit of time. Yeah, I don't think you can't. Even you as an owner, you can't buy someone 22 players and then sack them after a couple of games.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think he's got time, definitely.
Yeah,
I think
he's
it's
got
just
time.
is under immense pressure because if an owner is willing to invest that much, I'm not sure whether he's gonna have patience, whether he's gonna like he will want. I'm guessing.
But then you now bring in a
it's-
brand new manager that wasn't part of the process of
It's
buying
what-
those players to bring him in.
But
You have
I
to give
don't.
him.
I don't think I'll be surprised if he had a say in any of those buy-ins, bro. He might say I want 1 or 2, but I'm sure if it was down to him, he wouldn't have won 21 players. It would have just
Bro,
finished.
they're 3 points behind 11th. It's too early. They're 3
No,
points
I
behind
understand
11th.
that, but I'm just saying. I understand. We
Get
said
me?
what about is it not too early for Scott Parker
No,
to
no.
get sacked?
Yeah,
it,
but
it
yes,
happens. It's football.
No.
It's
Yes,
football
not.
though,
Yes, not
right?
liking it. Scott Parker's one was different. It was because he came out
Yeah, and
and
that,
said
bro, but
nonsense.
man,
If he didn't say that, he would still
He
have
didn't
the
say
job.
nonsense though, Ade. I don't agree with that. He didn't say nonsense.
No. So
It's not advisable what he said.
it's not
publicly.
advisable. So
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So
But he didn't say
So he
nonsense.
said
They
it,
gave
so
him
it's different.
free transfers. That's a fucking joke. He's coming to the
agreed.
Premiership.
But that's on his view, right? Because at the end of the day, I believe you and your manager you and the ownership have an understanding of what the situation is, right? You've come out in that time of emotion and said what you've said, and they've decided to part ways with you. Without him saying what he said, I don't think he gets sacked.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets sacked.
Well, it's like managers have been sacked that we didn't expect them to be sacked before. So it does happen.
This.
I'm
I
not
think
disputing that, but they're not doing like
I'm not saying, look,
deliberately.
I was gonna.
Go on, sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say I think with Steve Cooper's situation, it's unique because of the 21, 22 players that have been bought, and the window just closed the other day, so he has to have time. Just off the back of common sense, he has to have time with these new players.
Yeah.
He don't even know what his squad is. I was gonna say best 11. He don't even know what 18 players he's turning up with next week.
Doesn't even know who he registered.
He's still calling them by yo lad, son, lad. You don't know their first names, bro. You're probably looking at Chick Tiote saying, I know him. I think he played for West Ham. I remember him. I know him. But he played for West Ham.
Yeah, now I hear it, but for me, what I'm saying is the table is obviously like it depends on the reading of the table. And ultimately, I think that's what it depends on, because as the owner that has invested that much, he's going to keep an eye on it, and he's not going to want the gap to be too much, because like you're not in the Forest, you're playing against the odds anyway. So if once the numbers, I mean, in terms of like the people start stretching away from you, he's going to pull the trigger sooner or later. Obviously, at the moment, yeah, like it's 3-4 games. 6 games too early. Like in terms of the points, you're still within a reasonable point to be saved. Like Leicester just lost 5 games in a row. So yeah, but I just don't think. I think he's under immense pressure because as the owners, because they invested so much, they're not going to have the patience other owners have. So it would
I
just.
think football's so harsh. But look at where they were when they got him last season.
Yeah,
They
of
wouldn't
course.
have, they
Yeah,
wouldn't
well,
even
fun,
be
fam.
here.
Yeah,
They
I'm
would
not.
not be here if it was not for him.
Of
I don't care
course.
about the owners.
No,
They would not be here.
I get that, bro.
But football doesn't care about it.
It's harsh.
My boy
Exactly.
Claudio Ranieri
Yeah.
got sacked from Leicester. He won the bloody league for them.
Exactly. Yeah. And I don't agree with it, but as you said, football is harsh, bro. It's a harsh sport. Like, and for them, it's about the money. Like, I've invested this amount of money so we can stay up. Like, I want to build from this. And if I don't think you're going to do that for us, then it will be a shame.
I need the Glazers to sack Ten Hag if he doesn't make top 4. You're out. I invested $250 million again this season. You're out. No top 4. Get out.
Cool. Let's just quickly try and round up. To round up, I know obviously the window is now fully shut. We've seen like teams play now. It seems like 6 games we've seen now. Are we all sticking to our prediction at the beginning of the season? So I'll start with you, Ham. You started off with City,
in the league.
Liverpool 2nd, Arsenal 3rd, and Spurs 4th. And then that's the top 4. And I think, is it Chelsea?
I got Chelsea and Leicester 5th and 6th.
You got Chelsea and have you got Chelsea and Leicester?
So I got Chelsea finishing 5th. I got Leicester finishing 6th, and I got United finishing 7th.
Cool. Are you sticking to that or
no? Hell no. Hell no.
Go. Now Leicester can still make it.
Make what? Make what?
They can still
what they make it? 8. What they make it?
Shoemaker.
What they make it? Okay, cool. So what I say? So yeah, City still to win the league. I got Liverpool 2nd. I'm not gonna. They've had a post up, but I'm not gonna change that. Got us finishing 3rd. I'm not changing. I'm not changing the top 4. I'm keeping my top 4. City, Liverpool, us, Spurs, and then I got Chelsea finishing 5th. But I'm not gonna lie, with this whole conservative United approach with the new signings, Casemiro, and he gets in, Anthony. I'm gonna push you guys from 7th to 5th. I think you guys finish above Chelsea still, because I'm not sure Thomas Tuchel lasts the whole season, and I think if they do sack him, bring in a new manager, that's a whole nother issue they got to deal with. And I think you guys will be stable. Ten Hag will stay the whole season. You will add again in January. Ronaldo's situation doesn't look like it's gonna cause no uproar. So I think I'll push you guys up to 5th, Chelsea 6th, and leave West Ham, and then I'll bring West Ham in. I'll make West Ham go 7th, and Leicester, they can finish 15th. And then my relegation.
Let's get Ade's top 4, then we do all our relegation.
Who was my top 4 before? Man City.
Your top 4,
top
4 was City, Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal, and then you had Chelsea finishing 5th, United finishing 6th, and West Ham finishing 7th.
Yeah, I'll swap us and Chelsea. Well, top 4. I'm fine with the top 4. I can't see Chelsea going into it.
You're going to finish 5th and Chelsea finish 6th.
Yeah, I didn't see Tuchel finishing the season anyway. I never thought that would happen. So
cool. So with me, I stick to the same. I had City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Spurs. Cool.
You're gonna stick to that?
Yeah, I'll stick to that because I think like with the Chelsea situation, I think is as long as they're not too far away, I think it's an easy fix, and they've got the players. You just have to sack the manager because if you can't get the best out of them, just sack the manager. Like that's for me personally, innit? Like it kind of like
I just don't know who's out there though. Sack Thomas, who did they get in?
Zidane's there. That's if they can track Zidane.
Yeah, but I don't. I can't see Zidane ever wanting to speak English, so I can't see him ever wanting to come in.
Yeah, like look, I just think like you just get a manager. That I think that's the fix for Chelsea, innit? Like they've got the players. If he's not getting the best out of them, then just sack him. And yeah, I think I've got
Arsenal and United 5th and 6th.
Yeah, but just to clarify, I've always said from that 2nd to 5th, I won't be surprised if anything happens. I won't be surprised.
Yeah, no, I think we can all agree with that. Yeah.
No, but you guys said you'll be surprised if Liverpool don't finish 2nd.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying from 2nd to I'm not sure Liverpool will finish 2nd, but I think you guys' one is pretty flexible from 3rd to 5th. Yeah.
So you're sticking with us finishing 5th and you guys finishing 6th?
Yeah.
And then you got West Ham 7th, innit? So yeah. So I think we all got West Ham. I think the only thing we all agree on is City, Liverpool, and then West Ham finishing 7th.
Yeah.
Top goal scorer. I want to change mine as well. I want to change mine. I think Ade might want to change his as well. Ade had Salah, I had Kane. Can I change mine to Haaland, please? Ade, you want to join as well?
Yeah, that we don't even need to open our mouths to change that one. It's been changed for us.
Tommy called it already, so yeah, that's fine. Just stick to that. And then what, relegation? Yes, Ade, I think you said you can go first. You said you need to see some games. You've seen games now. Get done.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go Bournemouth, Everton, and Nottingham Forest.
Ooh, we said you got Forest going down, yeah?
Yeah,
So Steve
bro.
Cooper's not getting sacked, but you got him going down.
No. He'll get sacked.
No,
He'll get sacked.
He said
I said
he'll
he'll get
get He'll get time. He just said he'll get
He'll get time.
He just thinks he'll get time, but
wait, but that's what I want to know though. So he said he'll get time, yeah? Would they be sacked? Would he be sacked by the time he has time?
No, but you still get time, right? Like if 5 games, 10 games is still time, right?
No, but I'm saying,
by
the time would they have already been relegated? As in, like, it's mathematically impossible. And
that's no, possible. No. They'll sack him before that one.
I think they'll sack him if they start seeing like 6-7 points away from whoever is 17th. I reckon that's
because by Christmas you need to know after the World Cup. If you're done before the World Cup, you're gone. That World Cup time is a perfect window because your players ain't going to the World Cup. So it's a perfect window to get someone new to get the team playing.
Spot on. I didn't pick one before, innit? So I'll agree with that. I'll go with Bournemouth. Just because I just want to see it, to be honest with you, like I'll go with Forest as well. Like the 22 players, I just
I want to see it.
21. So I just want to see it, and it will make a nice meme for a while.
It's true. It'll make a nice story.
The last one. Who else is there? Who's contenders? Who else contenders? We have Everton. We have
Villa.
We
have Southampton. You can never count out Southampton.
Fulham potentially, but they're doing well so far.
Yeah.
At the moment, the only team screaming out to me is Everton, but I just don't want to pick them because I think they'll eventually be safe. I think they will be safe. As I said, like they're kind of similar to the Chelsea. They might just probably sack Lampard and try and bring someone in quickly because they have got decent midfielders in now, central midfielders. Their centre backs are not as bad as it used to be, so their one is not a hard fix, to be honest with you. They can easily sack Lampard and bring someone in. So
and I don't think they're conceding mad number of goals. Number of goals you can see tends to be a big indicator as well.
The third team is a hard one for me, I'll be honest with you, because I don't think Everton will get relegated. You know what?
Gonna have to push you. How they do on them game shows? Gonna have to push you.
All right, cool. I'll go with F. Let's go with Villa. Let's go with Villa.
You're saying Villa to get relegated? Stevie G, never.
He needs to get sacked.
I don't think it will happen. Them guys are away. Let's go with Southampton because them young players might crumble. I'll go with Southampton just in case they crumble. They got good young players, but just in case.
Yeah, Southampton, they're always good for like a win.
Change it to Southampton for me.
Okay, so who you got? You got Bournemouth, Everton, and
no, Forest.
I got Bournemouth. I got Leicester. They got Danny Ward. Wait. They got Danny Ward in goal.
That goalkeeping situation is horrific, bro.
Let's look how drastic this is, Addy. From having them 5th.
Don't give a damn. Do you know what they say about sports opinion? It's fluid. You should always be fluid. You should always live in the moment.
But their goalkeeping situation
is
big. They might as well put me in goal.
They've got Ward playing like he's playing semi-pro, bro. Like he's playing 7-a-side.
If Ward came to me like he did to Ndidi, bro, I'll punch him up in the change room, I swear to you.
I
Bro.
saw, I saw everything I love. I saw everything I
Bro.
love. I'm
You've
punching
done
him up in
nothing.
the
Are you mad? I gave you a
Bro.
simple ball. Are you
Bro,
mad?
you can put me in goal and I will do a better job. And I don't use my hands when I'm in goal. So right, nah. It's hard to believe he's professional.
Bro,
You might as well get the ice cream man that's serving ice cream at the
my
Bruh.
man's a joke. But no, sorry, that was just a bad. I can't. No,
Nah, but you guys stop. This is someone's profession, though.
No,
Someone's profession.
Brendan's my guy. Matters Yuri. Obviously, if they get relegated, it'd be beautiful, innit? Because then all of us can just rate their. We can rate their squad. I can take at least 3 players off there, bro.
We'll take Vardy. We like the old ones.
yeah. You lot take that still.
That'll be our first choice. Will be Vardy.
We start selling Rebecca some news. Some news. She can giving her something to give to the sun.
Trust me. So Bournemouth definitely. I was thinking Southampton before Tom said it, so I think one of you two mentioned them anyway before, but I was thinking about them, and I feel like Ralph Hasenhüttl he's done well to even keep them up every year, bro. It's like, I don't know, man. It's just
so
this season
volatile.
too far. Yeah,
They're
like
so volatile.
Wolves don't score enough goals. Obviously, they got the big man in now, Diego Costa, my G.
Has he signed?
He ain't signed yet, but it's looking like he's gonna do his thing. So looking forward to see him and Saliba going at it, you know. But I'm gonna say Everton because I want Everton to go down. So I'm saying Everton.
Okay, cool.
And then I don't know, man. Forest or Southampton. Forest, Southampton. Forest will be better, like Tom said. My head's saying Southampton because they're just mad young. And then James Ward-Prowse is my guy. So I'm gonna say Forest just for Jesse Lingard, just for vibes. So I've got Bournemouth, Everton. Wait, shit, I got the same as Ade. No, I don't want the same. I'm gonna say Southampton. I'm gonna say Southampton.
You got Leicester already.
No. Leicester just for vibes. Leicester just for vibes. So yeah, we all got Bournemouth, but it's kind of yeah.
Me too.
Of course, I'm gonna post this on our page
cool.
anyway. I'll post it on our page and Twitter and everything.
Cool.
And we'll see at the end of the season who's right. They were changing our goal scorer to Haaland, so Tommy can't laugh at us. All right.
I've already changed it. It's not. It's going to be changed.
I didn't have Salah at the moment.
I had Salah, but yeah, it's an educated choice because at that
of course
point
you would have. Yeah, of course I would have. But
and De Bruyne wasn't on penalties as well. De Bruyne was on penalties, so I was thinking
it was just that boy was just. I was thinking, bro, the chances that City are gonna create for him are just gonna be too much. And as I think we spoke about it a couple of weeks ago, we know him as a clinical striker, right? That is a proper finisher. So if they're gonna create that much chances, it's gonna score it.
Yeah, man.
So we'll see. All right,
but yeah, good way. Good. Still top of the table, so it's not all doom and gloom. I'm gonna end it on that. Still top. See you guys again in January. Hopefully by then England have won the World Cup. And we'll see you guys at the Emirates when we play again, bro. Good win. Enjoy it.
Cool.
Enjoy it. Good result.
Thanks, people. Thanks for listening. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. I Redivided it, Instagram, Twitter, all the good stuff. If you saw us at Old Trafford yesterday, if you're a new viewer, please comment and follow the journey. Peace. We out.
Peace.
Peace.